parasol, and random stage. Alright, here we go. I didn't give you anybody that the thing would work on, oh well. Oh yeah, no, I sort of did crouch. Yeah, that hits. Yeah, it also hits Crouching Fortune and everybody else. The second medium kick used to miss, so now it doesn't do that, and we're very happy about that. You know, I probably should pull up the to-do list somewhere so that I can read it because I forgot about it. Sorry, Brandon. Yeah. Alright, so I can go through the stuff that I remember, which is Cerebella's instant elbow is no longer instant. It's no longer 4 frames, now it's like 16. I'm awesome at this input. There we go. So it's 16, but it's still very good. And it recovers 12 frames faster, which means instant ground elbow can actually be...
This is quite difficult.
It's okay. Did the thing stay on? We can't see it. Hey, it stayed on. That's cool. I mean, like, I could just go over there and look at it. That's fine. Oh, I guess that works too. People are moving physical objects in real life with their muscles. It's very much different than people moving their virtual objects in, say, Minecraft. Alright. Yeah, so I'll skip over Squiggly for now. That is his. Yeah, it's his. Oh yeah. So, alright. Thank you. Alright, so ground elbow is now recovers fast enough. You can see there's no blue bounce, so you can actually combo off instant or off like lowest possible elbow, which is pretty cool. It is possible to combo off of it in the air, but it is very difficult to do so, so you have to set it up properly. And instant is no longer as instant. What else we got for Cerebella? Oh yeah, so Excelabella doesn't scale your damage as far. It scales it to 50% like every other command grab instead of 33%, which it used to do. Switch to Valentine. Alright, call Parasol and crouch. See how it hits you?
Oh, okay.
It used to not hit both people. Call her again. I mean, she comes... No, it's fine. Yeah. So this got fixed up so it won't drop people as assists as often. Actually switch to Parasol for real. Okay. Do a shot. So that's one thing. Do bikes. Okay. Concho attempt is projectile invincible. It is not melee invincible or throw invincible, but it is projectile invincible. So you're still gonna get thrown out of it. That's pretty cool. Do a shot. Okay, so a couple of things changed about Reflect. I should have put Peacock on your team, but the first one is do another one. There's that effect when you actually reflect something so that you can tell that you did. The gunshot bit. It still staggers. Do a shot and then call Painwheel. Yeah, that would have worked. Okay, it now hits everyone. Do a shot and then dash forward, I guess. Like, do a shot and then dash forward and call Painwheel.
Oh, okay.
Just so we can see it goes through both of you. See? So it goes through everyone. However, the projectile is slower, but it is also bigger. So no more wall bounce, but this helps her get in a lot more. Got all that. All right. Who else do I have? I have double. Thank you, Mr. Azure. Oh yeah, that was the only change for double. Sorry, the rest of them were from last week. So that hits everybody crouching. Yay! Val's stuff was all from last week. Painwheel. Oh yeah, you have Painwheel, so I have Peacock. There we go. Alright. Peacock had 2 major ones. Did I write them down? I better have written them down, because otherwise I'll be mad at myself. There we go. Alright, so the first major one is this thing. You probably can't see it, so I'll do it over here. All the way over there. Yes, Fist has a hitbox. I've been practicing these kinds of things. So the Fist has a hitbox, also our pause is instant. And that whole last row of hitboxes was actually not there before, because they changed the art after they gave us the roughs. So it didn't have the range that it looks like it has. One of the major things that this helps with is jump. That actually hitting. See? Because in the other builds, it used to miss. The second thing about Peacock, I guess we don't need hitboxes anymore, is she's back to 2 bombs. However, they don't go away when you're hit. And she will probably be staying this way. So get used to it. Because 3 bombs felt a little bit brain dead, and now she still gets the medium kick bomb as defense. And the light kick bomb comes with slightly more risk because you only get 1 more bomb the entire time it's out doing anything. So if I do this, right, I can get carts and whatever, but I only get 1. Alright, moving on. I'm gonna take over for you, Vanna White.
Sure.
Yeah. Moving on to Painwheel. Where's Painwheel? Oh. The only thing that changed, well, so the first one is absorbing hits. Do standing... Oh, you're... Crap. Here. I'm just gonna switch controllers with you.
Sure.
Oh, I could just do this.
Oh, that's way smarter.
Yeah, now I'm Painwheel. Alright, do standing hard kick. Do it slightly earlier.
On 3?
Yeah. Just do it again. Alright, do it again. So, absorbing damage. You can absorb up to 4,000 damage, and normals will give back various amounts. So, press select. Actually, let me do this. Whoops. Let's save with some damage. Alright, press select. Thank you. So, my jab deals back 66% of whatever I had saved up. Load. Medium punch deals... sorry, jab is 45... Whatever, I wrote this down too. 33, 66... Nah, 50, 66... Oh yeah, 33, 50, and 66. Sorry. So, my medium punch deals back 50% of the stored damage. The hard punch deals back 66. If you're installed, that's no longer install. So I guess I'll talk about level 3. Level 3 deals 80%, 85% of whatever you have stored. It should be noted that the stored damage is not currently damage scaled. So, like, it still does a chunk. Yeah, of course, that is still her level 3, so... Right. And it requires you to have stored damage in the first place. So your stored damage doesn't go away on whiff. So I'll back up here and do a couple of these. Doesn't go away on block. Block. Don't block. And I still have it. It is related to your opponent's life bar, how much you store up. So, also, I fixed Death Crawl to actually get rid of poison and tears and stuff, which it turns out it didn't in the patch either. That was the fault of the poison and the tears, not of Death Crawl. Oh, and the range on... Pause. Hitboxes.
Hold it. Simple.
Simple's fine. So the range on light kick scythe and medium kick scythe has been increased. Light kick scythe no longer overlaps them without actually grabbing them. And medium kick goes really far. And by really far, I mean like really far. So, because you don't get follow-ups off of it, so it's okay, turn them off. Yeah. So now, like, that stuff will always reach, right? Or like that'll always reach double? Okay, well. Well, so that was taken care of. Install as quarter circle toward and 2 kicks. I think it was that way last week, but it still is. Alright, Parasol. Oh, I don't have Painwheel on the other team. That makes me sad. Her double medium kick that missed Painwheel that was standing up now doesn't do that because I changed doubles, so I may as well change Parasols also. That's pretty much the only change for Parasol this week. Valentine. What did I do for Valentine? Not a lot. Yeah, not a lot. Alright. So let's go on to Squiggly, because she was most of what I... Oh, well, I guess I can go through the IPS. Yeah, I should probably do that. So, IPS for this week is a new experiment, because the other one ran for a decent amount of time. So here's how this one works. If you look at player 1's stun, because I should actually switch back, because I don't know what to do with Valentine that'll actually be valid. Alright, if you look at player 2's stun, jabs do 15, mediums do 20, pierces do 30 each hit. Multi-hit moves deal half the amount of stun that the move would normally deal for all the subsequent hits after the first one. Your stun limit is 420. Don't worry about this. Your stun limit is 420. When you get there, the things will be green, and they will get a burst like normal. But otherwise, the IPS is back to patch IPS. So you still have stage 3, so you can do stuff like that again. Specials and super still don't add IPS and tags. And the stun meter resets as soon as your combo is over. See, I'm getting 15. So that's this week's. Pretty much it crops up at the end of every mildly extended combo that people are currently doing, and totally breaks any 2-character, 3-character touch-a-deaths. So we're going to experiment with how well this works this week. And now I can go through Squiggly and not look at the stream chat, who are probably all making frowny faces. We do have 2 groups of awesome people here this week, Fresno and Vegas, and Fresno's actually been playing this for like 4 hours already. So most of them have adjusted fairly well, which is kind of neat. Alright, Squiggly. So first, we have some new colors this week. So, this is apparently not Morrigan, but it looks like Morrigan to me. I'm gonna use the color I really like. She also has all of her stance attacks are assists now. They don't have localization text, which means you won't be able to see what you picked, but if you don't do the motion wrong, then you'll get it. So for example, if I want like Harpoon, which I do, then I'm gonna do that and get it. And I guess I'll be Philia. And you will be Valentine and Parasol, because you'll be Valentine and Parasol. Alright. So Squiggly got a bunch of stuff this week. Most notably, her moveset is complete. Sing, unfortunately, still doesn't do what it's supposed to do, but that is the last thing on my list for what she needs to be able to do. Everything else works. So without further ado, here's everything else. Alright, so stance, punch stance is quarter circle toward, and gets you 1-inch punch, level 2 wall bounces. It's also still 1 inch. I'm the best. There we go. Level 2 wall bounces and has a nice screen flash. Medium is Sing, which is still busted, but gives you the super flash that allows you to do Daisy Pusher without them jumping. Anyway, Hard Punch is Dog Bite, which at level 2 hits a bunch of times and recovers slightly plus for you no matter what. DP is DP. So if you have level 1, it doesn't knock over or anything. So it's basically Cable's Dragon Punch at that point. If you have level 2, it's Ken's. So it does knock you over. Actually, Ken's in Marvel 2 didn't knock you over anyway, but it's 3 hits, and they're all invincible, and it's amazing. And it looks really cool. Quarter circle toward and kick gives you rapid stabs with light kick. At level 2 it does that. Medium kick is remote stab, which at level 1... Oh, sorry, medium kick. Medium kick is I got that backwards. Medium kick is harpoon. So at level 1, you got that. Yep, staggers you once. Shit, what do you mean finally? We have slide for double, dude. Alright, so it staggers you, which means if you do it again, then you don't get the combo off of it. Or if you do something that uses up your stagger, then you don't get the combo off of it either. At level 2, it reaches really, really, really far. Not full screen, but very close. Still staggers you, recovers better, whatever. But the important difference is, do you have anyone, what's your parasol assist? It'll be whatever's behind you, right? Switch to parasol. Yeah, okay, that won't help. Switch to parasol. Call Valentine? That'll work. Alright, so call Valentine and, like, back up a tiny bit. Oh, it's a fireball. That's... Yeah, that's... So it gets nullified by fireballs. I guess I should mention. Switch back. Oh, jump back and call Parasol. That'll work. Jump. Yeah, so level 1 will hit assists and go away. Level 2, on the other hand, do it again. Oh, I hit the projectile. Level 2 completely ignores assists. And again, reaches really far. So, you can do pretty cool stuff with this, depending on where you are, because it always gives you a restand. And hard kick is... Sorry, that was harpoon. Hard kick is remote stab, which is at level 1 is this. It has pretty good range at level 1, but it has ridiculous range at level 2. And pushes them really far out. Stances are all quarter circle toward and button. Daisy pusher is quarter circle back and kicks because it needs to be not what the stance is, so that you can hit 2 kicks at the same time to do stance stuff. Opera has 3 different versions. I don't remember if I explained this last week, but depending on which punches you use, you can put it somewhere different.
I've seen worse.
Yeah. And her level 3 works the same as it used to. So about stance canceling. Here's how stance canceling work. So if you're at level 1, you have several choices. Let me put on some input display. Like both. So you have several choices. If you do quarter circle toward and hold down the button, that's how you stay in the stance. When you let go of the button, you will get whatever move you did the stance with. Like that. If you hit any other button while you're in the stance, any other button at all, it will cancel out what you're doing. But you retain whatever amount of charge you had toward level 2. So if I charge almost all the way there, and I go back in, I get it right away. So you don't have to reach level 2 in one shot. If you are holding any other button and you do a stance move, it will automatically be the cancel. And if you Kara between 2 buttons, it will also always be the cancel as long as you've hit that button before you reach the end of the startup. Level 1 startup is, I think, 18 frames, something like that. Level 2 startup is 12 frames. So it's ridiculously short and lets you do all your fancy stance cancely, fancy dancy combos. There's another shortcut, and this works with either stance, by the way, see? And Dragon Stance looks better because it's actually colored for the startup. So stance cancels have a palette effect on them, so you can tell that you were doing one. That's a bug that I'm gonna have to fix. Cool beans. Alright, I'll fix that. So, oh, one of the other things is, if you have level 2 only for this stance, you can just press the 2 buttons that are related to it. So for Dragon Stance, it's punch. For Whip Stance, it's kick. And on hit only, you will automatically get the fastest possible stance cancel. So, look at that. It's a 3-hit chain. Except for it's not, because I stance canceled in the middle. Oh, and for those of you who are wondering why she doesn't have 3-hit chains, first of all, she has 2 fierces, 2 light punches, and 2 light kicks. So, look at that, it's a 4-hit chain. Wow. Yeah, it's impressive. So yeah, she takes a little bit of getting used to, but there's a lot of really interesting depth there. I also sped up her medium punch because it was hard punch speed, so now it has more range and hits faster. And I slowed down her hard punch because it was medium punch speed. Go me. So the difference is 3 frames either way, right? This is 3 frames faster and this is 3 frames slower. Oh, I'm awesome. Oh, and crouch. Her jumping light punch used to be an instant overhead. It no longer is because she still has dive kick. However, if they're standing up, stand up, you can still do... I'm awesome. Sorry. That. So that still all works. And there you have the changes for this week. Ta-da! The tombstone movement, if you have 2 squigglies, one on each team, the tombstones will eventually end up in the same spot, which is something that I'm going to be fixing after this week. So player 1s and player 2s will end up further away from the screen edge that their character is not facing. In other words, if you drag both of the tombstones around like this, my tombstone on my team would end up further away from that edge of the screen because I'm facing away from it, and the other one would end up closer because they're facing it. So it's one way to handle who's what. Also, we do have both Get Over Here and Come Here, so I'm very happy about that. They're not. She doesn't have VO for this. I mean, like, it's not in, but we did record both of those clips. I asked.
Oh, that's awesome.
We also recorded a bunch of Bruce Lee noises for this. So, whatcha? Oh, and as far as properties go, 1-inch punch, hit hard punch. Hit it again. 1-inch punch is physical invincible. Hit it again. See? What? That was been true entirely, yes. So 1-inch punch is physical invincible, DP is everything invincible because it's a DP. However, you still have to go through the stance startup regardless of what you're doing if you weren't already in it. So if I'm in it, this is a, 5-frame invincible DP. If I'm not in it, then it's a 17-frame not invincible for the first 12 frames DP. So you're gonna have to work on getting out of pressure. But otherwise... Oh, I missed. Oh yeah, and since Harpoon is so good, it has ridiculous amounts of recovery if you miss or if it's blocked. Help with either one. So, up close, it's shorter, but still actually punishable.
Hey Mike,
Not with Fierce.
can you harpoon and jump over them in combo?
I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, well, shake out too. Nope.
Dive kick?
You can probably harpoon into a cross-up dive kick. That works.
Is that a medium?
That was the hard, because I used up my stagger.
Oh.
Right? Oh, and also I sped up the amount of time that it takes for her to get level 2. And it no longer goes slower when you're moving around. So, you actually can get a full level 2 off hard kick, dive kick without them being able to punish it. So at least you have one setup. You can also get it off a throw because ground techs take an amount of time. So there's this week. Use assists. Oh, I should tell you her 2 pre-assigned assist types. The first one is forward hard punch, the overhead, and the second one is harpoon.
Oh, yeah.
Because I figured a lot of people would want to try with it, so since you can't tell which assist you're picking in text yet, I did that as a nicety. Ta-da! Thank you, everyone. There are 2 stations, so please play both of them. Have fun. What? Nah, because if you have 2 squigglies out right now, like if you're both squiggly on both teams, the tombstones will end up on top of each other.
Okay.
So it'll not work that way eventually.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say, like, if you're like a screen member, like, even though it's common, it kind of sucks that Valentine's have to go to the edge of the screen and do a 6 months.
Huh? No, that's not. Also, when she dies, she stays where she is.
Yeah, okay. Well,
works like everybody else. When she gets killed, she stays on the floor. But I mean, when the tombstones are moving around, your team's tombstone will end up further away from the edge of the screen that you're not facing. So it'll work out evenly.
Oh yeah. Somebody said an announcement about Evo.
Oh yeah, announcement about Evo. Thank you everybody. So I have an announcement about the Evo tournament. Since there is very little time left for everyone to practice on a new build, in case there is one, the Evo tournament will indeed be held on slightly different edition. So go home and practice your touch of deaths. Although I'm adding a rule, which is if you bore me during the finals, I'm just going to disqualify you.
Which will be every match in the top 8.
What?
Which will be every match in the top 8.
No, it won't. Duckator's not very boring because he can play boring, but he doesn't usually. Ken in Black's not boring. Severin knows I'm gonna punch him in the throat if he's boring. So. Yes, that's right. And you all have to come up and grovel afterwards. It is no concern of mine whether your family has, what was it again? Food?
Oh, I gotta tweet about this.
Yeah. And you should also tell that Japanese guy who threatened to cut my head off. We had Japanese entrance, and he was all like, "Don't be putting it on anything that's not what I've been practicing on," because that's how Japanese guys talk. All right. So I highly suggest that people play, because right now we have 2 people playing in training mode. And one of them is Dan. Scorpion color squiggly. That's not a bad suggestion, actually. Or like reptile or something.
Anyone, I don't care. I want an MK palette.
MK palette? How about Shiva?
Sword Raptor color.
It's okay.
Noob? No. I'm not gonna give you. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you all black.